Okay, that looks better, I think. Oh, you refresh got it? Okay, and it looks like it's behaving itself here, so... if I want to know what... Okay. So that's probably because I turned that on after the first stream already started, so... as long as it's working now, I think we are actually good to go. It looks like it's behaving itself now. I should go with the... this is a goofy combination of glider and Breath of the Wild thingy, but yeah, I like it. So I just have these two left to go on the 50. Yeah, whoop. I don't know, it's kind of, I just like find the credits and I could say whether or not, like who did the music for it. It's kind of a lot different now than it used to be, because you didn't have, you don't really have sound fonts anymore in the same sense that you did. Now it's all just recordings of music, so they can use whatever instruments they want to. But if they want to use the same VSTs for multiple games, they can do that. Just back on the SNES, though, you had actual sound fonts, and you could copy the samples from one game to another. If something comes up and I don't know what game it actually is, I can usually at least tell, oh, that's totally a Capcom game, just by what samples they use. So this is an unusual course. I think this is my first time seeing this one. I don't recognize it. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually starting to recognize most of the Mega Man music now, but even if it wasn't otherwise indicated, there's just that specific sound to it. I don't know, it's kind of... I mean, I can show you at some point. There's 2 different software that you can use nowadays for making music that can be played on the NES. So there's Family Tracker, and then there's Family Studio. So I'd say Family Tracker is definitely the more technical of the 2. Yeah. Yeah, because on the hardware level, you're just writing different values into hardware registers that control things such as the pitch of the oscillator, as well as the envelope on it. And so the instruments is just modulating those 2 values while the note's playing. Then if you have your modulation going at 60 hertz, basically writing into the values on every single frame, you get the really weird sounding stuff. 2 different Rainbow Roads in one day. Have you used Family Tracker much? Ah, okay. Yeah, I only just recently learned about actually, I'm pretty sure the name of it was Family Studio. But in that one, instead of having like the tracker style for putting in the notes, it actually has a piano roll. So it feels more like a normal music production software. Remember back when I was first making MIDIs and the software I had was like musical notation software instead, so it was like placing notes on sheet music. And then I finally upgraded to the first program I had that had a piano roll in it. It was like almost kind of silly, but I'd call it a life-changing event. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, looks like all is well. I was a bit concerned at the start of this race because it indicated that I was in second place. I was like, wait a minute, I thought I finished the first race in first. Yeah, my favorite software, though, is one of the reasons why I'm kind of eternally pissed off at Turtle Beach. So my preferred MIDI making software was called Record Producer MIDI Edition, and it was made by Voyetra. And then Voyetra and Turtle Beach merged together, and then Turtle Beach basically discontinued all of the Voyetra software so that they could make just headsets. And so the annoying thing about that is that they shut down the activation server for Record Producer. So I could no longer use the software, so I actually had to go and find a crack to use the software that I paid for. And I've tried a few other music making things, and everything else, when I'm just wanting to make MIDIs, it just feels way too clunky and bloated. So according to them, on their support site for it, they stopped supporting it, and they say, don't use it, it's horribly outdated, and it has problems on newer versions of Windows. Well, it works adequately enough. There's a few hiccups with it, but it's still usable. Oh, that sounds fun. I have MIDI support in modern browsers. That would actually be highly usable too. One of my big projects is a modular soft synth, and I kind of have to use virtual patch cables to connect it up to other programs, because it just has MIDI in and MIDI out, but I can't actually run it as a device driver, so I just use a virtual patch cable to connect MIDI out from whatever application I want to use into its MIDI in. Yeah, I messed around a bit with that as well. My big project, though, is in C#. Hey, DFS, what's going on? Yep, that's going to be left over for a little while from my birthday, and then I'll take it back off again after a while. So I'm just knocking off the last of these 50cc cups in Mario Kart. Actually, I have a few other interesting things that I can show today as well. So I actually watched the world record run on NES DuckTales, and there's a few things out of that I was like, oh hey, that's actually like really easy to do. And one of the things was just me not knowing the level that well, so I've actually got a sub 10-minute run on that now. This is funny. There's this one clip that's super easy to do on the moon stage that basically just skips having to go into the UFO at all. You just lead an enemy over to the thing that Gizmo Duck is supposed to break open. You position yourself right up against it, and then you tap left so that you're facing away from it, and then you just hold down duck. And then when the enemy comes over and hits you, you just clip right through the floor. Naughty computer with its naughty lightning bolts. There really is such a goofy combination with this motorcycle with that glider. It's such a nice detail, replacing the coins with rupees for this level. They didn't even have to do it, but they did. What track would I have the birthday party in? Let's see, let's flip this over to time trial just so I can look over some of these. Oh, I like that one. Yoshi motorcycle. Okay, let's see. Actually, come to think of it, probably one of the multiplayer courses. This isn't going to let me actually look at them, is it? Because I don't have... No, these aren't classic courses. Yeah, like the one of the Nintendo 64 multiplayer battle courses with like bumper cars would probably be fun. Let's see, will it let me? I mean, obviously it did. It's going through. What is this going to do though? Me versus computer players? I've never driven an actual go-kart before. Oh, and it's playing the original music too. Well, remixed. Gotcha. This is pretty wild anyway, multiplayer with more than 4 players. Oh, everybody's got bananas right now. So there's some banana spam right there. Try to find me something better. Banana peels for everybody today. Missed him. Real life version of like Battle Kart would be would be quite a bit of fun. Maybe you could combine like laser tag with go-karts and have it actually maybe like kind of like combination go-kart bumper carts and have it like spin you out and things like that when you get hit. This is like the first time I've ever loaded this mode up. Alright, there. So I looked down at the map for a second. I was like, where is everybody? Ah. Well, that's not useful at all. Well, they have the AR thing now, where you have the actual RC car that you drive around. I don't know what their next plans would be after that one. Whoop. Hello. Oh, thank you. Somebody just snuck a big bag of candy right up here next to me. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting way of handling that. Okay, yes. Oop. Okay. Anyway, where is the thingy here? Stream manager. That's one thing that Streamlabs seems to be lacking, and I don't know if there's a place for it. It's like regular OBS, you can open up that panel to change the stream info. And I just clicked on this and it went with something completely different. Click. Okay, looks like that updated. Now I just need to put this back over to here. Get that out of the way. Wait for the thing to switch over. This is the one issue with this. It takes forever for the monitor to switch over and requires a whole bunch of flashing of things. Okay, don't need that, don't need that. And now this is on the wrong monitor. Drag and drop that over there. Click, click, more click. Click on this. And we want this. And yep, but not like that. Invert, there we go. So I already got hit by the song from the Moon theme when I transferred this over to YouTube. It's like, nope, DuckTales, spelled wrong by the way, T-A-I-L-S, Moon. There's a copyright claim on it. I'm like, that's stupid, this game is like 30 years old. This over onto, there we go. Okay, and last thing is that, actually turn that up a touch. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, it's some weird stuff. There's this, actually I could link to it real quick. So I actually got a copyright claim on one of my Mario Maker videos the other day because there's this band that seems to think they own the Super Mario Brothers theme song. It's kind of funny though to see the dislikes on this video. No new comments since the last time I looked at it, though. But yeah, this is literally just a crappier version of the SMB1 music. Another thing that I got bit by was the overworld music on one of the Link to the Past streams. So we lure this guy over here, turn around and duck, and wham! Right through the floor. I'm actually a bit annoyed by the route that you're apparently supposed to use for the runs of this, because the levels are not in order. You can't just mash A, you have to specifically select the correct stage to go to next. Still don't know how to control this boss, though. Something about the player movement determines whether it's high on the screen or low on the screen when it's doing the flying back and forth part. Because if you can keep it low on the screen, then you can actually pogo up and hit it while it's flying back and forth. At least all the rest of the stages from here on out are in order, so you can just button mash A while waiting for your money to count down. The other thing that I just sort of figured out here is you don't have to wait for the bees at all. You can just walk, or climb the first part, walk the second part. This guy, I haven't quite figured out what to do there yet. This bit, though, is still irritating. Okay, I got that. And off of that. Yeah, there were some improvements that they made, though, in DuckTales 2. The pogo in the second game, you just, as long as you're holding down B, you got the pogo stick out. You don't have to do the holding down and B at the same time to start the pogo. Not quite brave enough to go after him yet before his jump, because I feel like he's gonna start his jump at the same time I do. Hop, hop, hop. Still think it's funny how they wanted to recycle the Transylvania stage so many times. And then here's the next big shortcut. Skips a huge part of the level. Yeah, that was my problem, is that I forgot all of the routes through the levels. It's just funny that when I was a kid, I'd always meticulously go through and get every single treasure in all the levels. Now I'm just like, eh, whatever. It's nice to finally have that platform figured out as well. Right now I'm using the Franken controller. So I bought one of Hyperkin's Circa SNES controllers that has USB on the end of it. And it feels not good. Just the feel of the plastic and the buttons, like the rubber on the buttons. I think they use all silicone for the like underneath the buttons, and the force on it just feels much too clicky, I guess. So I basically just opened up that controller and an actual SNES controller, and I just swapped the circuit board over. Yeah, this boss right here. So it's the issue I have with this guy. If you pogo too early... no idea on that one. If you pogo too early, the bats go way higher on the screen, and you can't actually bounce off the top of them. Pogo too late, though, and he starts disappearing again. Yep. Run, killer. Ah, well. Stretchy. Just back to the normal version of that. Might as well head back to this evil dungeon and try to make a bit more progress on it. Actually, we can do normal music on this one, because I know that this doesn't get busted by anybody. Just a little bit. And this dungeon is evil enough that I absolutely do want to go back out and back in again just to make sure I have all those hearts. And now we get to see whether or not I remember any of the stupid stuff from last time. So the first part's not so bad. Oop. By the time when you start getting to the red bowling balls is when everything is really terrible. Ooh. It's funny though, it's a bit of a red herring since you don't have to beat the zombie ghost pirates at all in this section. Totally in need of some refill hearts. But this section in particular... There's too many trap rooms. I keep getting the dodos and the giant ostrich things mixed up in my head. I keep telling myself these are the ones that take way too many hits to kill. Yeah. Some more heart containers would definitely be nice to actually be able to bring all of them with me. RNG really likes to bite me on that previous room. Whoop. There we go. Almost can't even get them much closer in sync than that. First time I arrived in this room, I basically had them completely oppositely out of sync from each other, so one was on the left side of the screen at the same time the other one was on the right side of the screen. Ah! Right, where are we? And that tile right there, obviously, first time coming into this room again, I go running and I jump right on top of it, and it sinks. Whoop. And back to this. Well, that was a lot better than the last time I made it through to that room. Oh, I'm close. I know I'm very close. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, wait. There's another one. Okay. At least the snakes are on the other side of the pit, so that's a plus. Okay, yeah! Yeah, that's cool. Oh, because I clicked off of here. Input's not going into there. Okay. I actually have somewhere a whole bunch of sheets of paper where I drew maps for a Star Tropics 3. There's a bunch of things that I like about Zoda's Revenge, but I still prefer this one. I'd actually probably best flip to the right page here for the map, just because missing the heart pickup would be for the worst. Oh, they don't actually tell you on this map where it is, huh? Well, I know it's there. I can find it. How do ya do, cola? Actually, I kind of wonder who came up with the cola joke. Every single island being named after it. Oh, yes. And I just got reminded about that. That's strange. I do remember having to go through a whole bunch of the submerging things to get to where I want to be. So that's kind of mean. The apple doesn't even fill up your other heart. Quite possibly. It's the only one I can think of. And this just goes to there, right? Yep. There's the heart. Such slow heart refill. such unnecessary reminder of where you're supposed to be going. Interesting. Also, what the hell auto mod? Yeah, I was like, did I not just see the little sparkly dots here? But I was looking for it in all the wrong places. Oh yes, and this part. Ah, okay. Used to live near Pascagoula and Escatawpa, Mississippi. And I do remember somewhere in this chapter where they have the island with the hut on it with the skeleton in it. This is also, but the underwater section of the map right here was super cool. Tiny, but you can see the full sprite of the sub. Oh boy, this also means it's time for the game to be brutal and absolutely merciless, right? And they don't have a little side sneaky place to go to refill your stuff, do they, if you don't make it through on the first go? Okay, so just run straight through that room then, apparently. Oh yeah, I remember that, the thing that lets you jump 2 tiles. Okay, so you at least get 4 hearts back in this room. Yep. Okay, I very vaguely remember all of this, so... Okay. Yeah. Wait, that's just the... That is the same way as that. Okay. Up and over. Let's check that just to be on the safe side. Okay. Ooh. I totally misread the orange tiles with the white button. As a kid, I always saw that and kind of thought it was a donut-shaped tile, but it's actually like an orange tile with a white button popped out of it. And now that tile in the corner, surrounded by water, of course has me suspicious. Oh, I have a book here. I can just look at the picture here. Flip. Flip. Where is this? This is here. Yep. Oh, I had no idea what that enemy was going to do. Oop. Yep, and he can reach you from there. And that's what I kind of miss with high definition graphics in 3D and all that, is that you don't end up misinterpreting the graphics like you used to be able to. Oh, getting video problems? Question mark? Yeah, this is back up to sending 744 kilobits per second on here, even though it claims to only be sending 400 kilobits over here. Those would be a pretty convincing reason to switch off of Streamlabs and onto regular OBS if it's going to be doing this on a regular basis now. Yeah, it's just immediately dropping all of the frames now. Okay, I'm gonna try the trick again. At the point in the game now where I'm like not trusting anything. Not good. Downgraded to yo-yo. Oh, got that on the first try. There's another heart in here. Yeah, that's it. And this whole section of the maze is just here for no reason. See, they didn't need to put any of the dead ends there, but they did. Yeah. Hey, this is like the same shape as... yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It'll be kind of interesting to give multiple people the same maze and see how they tackle it differently. Yep, that's an arrow, all right. Which is just there to show you that there's another way through. Yeah. That's a good reason to be suspicious of the room, though, is the fact that the other door opens up. Oh. Just gonna point this out real quick, too. If I'd even taken a step to the side, I would have seen, hey, the camera isn't locked. Huh. Thought the single boss monster of the room mechanic was kind of interesting. Yeah, now I remember this. Not bad. Haven't seen the giant flies since chapter 3, I don't believe. Nah. Just a heart room, not a also potion room. I don't remember. These work just like bubbles in Zelda 1, don't they? They make it so you can't attack for a while. Ah, okay. And I didn't want to hit that, but okay. Now I discovered it when I bonked right into that. The attack button didn't work afterwards. Alright, I don't want to lose a life on this, so back to the book again. Where is this at? This is right here. Okay, just hole in the wall, yeah. Yep. Oh. No gamble. I'm surprised they didn't decide to put foot switches anywhere in the game that just spontaneously causes the room to fill up with enemies. Whoa. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Actually, you keep constantly flipping to the book because I only vaguely remember any of this stuff, but I don't want to miss anything important. This is... which room is this? Right there. There's like too many rooms that all look exactly identical to each other in this dungeon. I'm just like, oh, is this the place or is it not? Whoa. Yeah, that is not the strat. Extremely brutal checkpoint, though. Aww. So the gambling sign might have actually been a good idea after all. Don't know. It's all falling apart. No idea. This is the exact same thing too if we jump into water. Yeah. Get stabbed by the stabby knife. Let's see, is there anything else I want to switch to for a while in this folder? Sure, why not? This is such a goofy game. It's funny, there's apparently way more collectible items in this than I even ever realized back when I used to play it. Yep. I remember now I always used to use the weird backflip kick because at least then you're like mostly invulnerable to the attack. It's like when you're punching, you still gotta worry about your hitbox. Ah. And you spontaneously get 1,000 points for no apparent reason. Yep, even the pause sound. I think the arcade version of this game is called Super Chinese. Oh, warp zone. Ooh. It's because these guys have their little horned helmets. They're immune to the jump kicks, it looks like, or... Huh, can't punch them either. Okay. Okay, and there's a bonus round. You could probably find it in MAME. This is kind of funny that you have to jump back and forth over this little continuous line of bullets that divides the top and the bottom section. So I think the problem actually with these guys might be that there is a power-up that you're supposed to get. Yeah, because there's little money things and... Okay, maybe that... Does that work? Oh, okay, I guess they just take multiple hits or something. Letter E. Up. Game over. I think this also has... Yeah, holding A and start continues. There's a problem though if you don't have the power-ups, because I think there are enemies in later stages that do absolutely need to have... Oh yeah, I think one of the things you can get is a sword. I don't know where that would be. Oh, another bonus stage. I'll stick the bullet in the head. Continue. Yeah, I remember that now, the upgrade. So... I do remember actually owning this at one point. I think I actually traded the cart away to somebody for their Gradius. Pretty sure I came out ahead in that deal. The positioning is super tight for trying to punch these rocks. Money, money, and more money. Whoa. I don't know then, I guess if you don't have the right stuff, you basically just... Oh, well that works. Okay, just wait for the... And sometimes it spits out a little question mark ball, it just spits out an X when you hit it, so they're just like, nope, you don't get anything. Oh, and that one didn't go flying across the screen that time. I get the feeling any vintage exploration of this game probably involved a great deal of Game Genie codes. Oh, so you get lots of points for jumping over... Ah, you jump over the thing 3 times and the floating death skull ball dies, apparently. Not so with these guys, though. They're just... there. This game definitely seems to encapsulate the I have no idea what's going on age of NES games pretty well. And that's just the bonus room again. Oh. Clip into a bullet with your toe while doing a backflip. Select doesn't do anything. Well, let's take a look. And actually, I'd have to switch. Oh, yeah. There's a much later stage where you can see the big monster. Let's see. Emulation folder. Name. Wait for the thing to load. Well, it's not showing up on the... Oh wait, no, that's not it. Well, maybe I'm misremembering or something. Maybe that was the name of it on the Famicom version. Let's ask the Googles real quick. Wait for a second. Yes, but what about the arcade version? Okay, found it, I think. Yeah, this is it. Whoa, that's the wrong monitor. Move that over to here. Forward to this, and which one am I using? I'm using this one. Okay, change this over to okay, arcade version. See, will this thing react to? Uh-oh. It does not react to the gamepad. Try to move this as far away from the... This seems to be, well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's an arcade game, but this seems more difficult than the NES version. Yeah, I ended up dead in a hurry there. Let's see. Up. Down, left, right. Wait, what? Right? Oh, okay, that's actually... Oh, wait, no. That's because I have it on general instead of this. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that eats your quarter in 30 seconds or less, you're like, well, that was a good use of money. There's what the big monster looks like in the arcade version. It was interesting that most of the sounds made it over. Oh, that's a different bonus game. Well, that was different. Get back over to the... Put this back where it was. Yeah, that wording. Let's put this on for a minute. I remember the Genesis version of Miss Pac-Man being a pretty good port. I don't think I've ever looked into the hardware all that much to see what they had in the arcade version. I always liked stuff that had the Yamaha FM chip in it. Sounded really good and could port to Genesis really well. This is just kind of weird in general. I'm used to versions, like arcade versions, that have the speed up mod on it so you move much faster. It just feels way too slow. Aw. Yep, I cleared a stage. We... yeah. Never used to touch Luigi with a 10-foot pole back in the day just because of his wonky jump. Some neat things that you can do with it though. Can almost make it all the way over there from there. Not quite. We need the extra little jump of that guy. Actually, this is the way to go, isn't it? Too early. Still too early. I have loaded up actual Doki Doki Panic on what supports that? FC EU X? Kind of interesting. you actually have to beat the game with all 4 characters in order to get the real ending. Slippery vines today. Now here's the part where Luigi's jump physics works against you. Just gotta follow along with the eggs though. So here's, oops. This is something I noticed with Mario Maker 2 in a stage with the Mario 2 physics. So in actual Mario 2, when you charge your jump, you actually hold on to it for a little while. Use it whenever you want to. I don't know if you've heard my alternate story for Mario 2 before. Kind of been spreading it around a little bit. What I came up with was... Okay, so late one night, Mario was playing Doki Doki Panic when he fell asleep. He then had a dream that he and his friends were in the game. And that's my new official backstory for Mario 2. I'll wait for this. Just because I hardly ever get to have the star in this. Ouch. It's kind of like how plain and uneventful the warp actually is. Although I think in Mario All-Stars they kind of went a little bit over the top with it. A weird little effect that they did. Yes. That was the first RPG of any kind that I ever played. Then I kind of spread out from there to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest and Chrono Trigger and Breath of Fire 1 and 2, and just kind of eventually covered everything. Ouch. My most recent playthrough of Mario RPG was actually with the ROM hack that takes the script out of the game, ran it through Google Translate a whole bunch of times, and then back into English, and then put it back into the game. And everything was absolutely horribly mangled beyond recognition. That would actually be a good hack to play, except I get the feeling that somewhere in it there was actually something that ended up being extremely inappropriate after it got fed through the translator. There it is. It's like a hiding potion. Another uneventful warp. Ouch. I know that the different characters all sound different when they throw stuff. Take the hit. Ah, now that, yeah. Probably either is intentionally random, it could be though. So there's actually like two different ways of doing pitch bends on the NES. It has a register that you can write into that specifically programs, tells it to pitch shift the oscillator. I don't remember the specifics of how it works. It might be shift it by this much per frame, or you can just write the pitch value directly into the register. There's actually some really interesting stuff that can actually happen because of the Game Genie. So those pitch bending registers basically default to 0 on power up, and if a game doesn't use that equipment, quite often they won't write anything into the register and it just leaves it at 0. Now, Game Genie, it uses those pitch bends to do its weird sound effects. So games like Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2, when you play them with the Game Genie attached, it ends up causing weird music corruptions. Birdo's got that dodge action going on today. That works. Drop her. Oh. Well, okay then. Where does it continue from? Start of the stage? Yeah, start of the stage. Oh well. I like this too. Music gets silenced, but it just keeps doing the bass and the drums on the pause screen. See, I'm not sure whether it'd be easier to demonstrate that. Actually, it'd probably be easier to demonstrate that on a different emulator instead of mine. To navigate around here, I think that these other emulators actually support emulating the Game Genie with the actual Game Genie itself, the screen showing up first. Emulation NES. Which emulator do I want to load for this? Maybe this guy? Do what I want? Let's see here. Files spilled all over the place. This one hard drive has like, well, it's not going to tell me how many files. But yeah, it's like got 757 gigabytes of stuff on it, and that's the non-video drive, so it's all stuff that's not videos. I don't know if I ever saw any of those. I always liked that had that little door that opened up on the back and had your code book stored away inside of it. File type not recognized. Yeah. I also like the little stickers that it came with, so you could just peel the sticker and stick it onto the back of the game pack, and it had the codes for that specific game on there. So when you had the cart plugged in, you know, you could just look at the sticker on the back of the cart. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to switch this back. Actually, not really necessarily switching it back, but just switching it, period. Game window, switch to I don't see it on the list. That. How bizarre. Okay, then we'll try this one instead. Specific. There we go. Going to reveal yourself, or are you just going to stay a black screen? It's not working. Transform. Stretch to screen. Nope, it's still not. Still not cooperating, huh? Back to this one then. Well, maybe I want this to be on automatic. Okay, so there's that. Let's go on, capture this one. It is bizarre how it does not want to capture this emulator. It's just like, no, go away. I mean, we can always do this the janky pants way if we have to. Like this, and then display capture. I'd like it to just, it does not like me. Can I resize this? right about to there. Okay, and then Alt, take that down. Close enough. The point I wanted to show anyway was just the input. All right, controller, config, A, hello, A. All right then. Wait, nothing here either? I'm not particularly impressed with this now. What about this one? Will it work with this one? Quick setup. Standard controller. Config. A. Okay, I see what it's... This is a really jank setup. So this emulator, you have a drop down where you can choose keyboard, mouse, or a specific gamepad. So you have to pick the gamepad, and then you have to click on a button, and then you can press the button on the gamepad to actually assign it. Up, down, left, right. Finally. Okay, so the whole point of this exercise was just to show that if you run Game Genie first, then when you get into the game, music is corrupted. Parts of that almost sound pretty neat, but then you get to the weird, totally glitched out notes, and you're just like, oh no. But yeah, both Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2 get glitched out music like that. And there's probably a whole bunch of other stuff as well. I've just never exhaustively gone through and tried to test out games with the Game Genie like that to see what happens. On the plus side, it looks like OBS is still behaving itself. Streamlabs hasn't gone insane and gobbling up all of the bandwidth again. See if there's anything else that I would like to look at for a while. Do. This is something that's bizarre that I don't think I've ever seen the actual game cart for. Oh. And of course it looks like turning on the Xbox controller from earlier messed with this. USB gamepad, yes and yes. Something? Anything? Nothing? Close it and open it again? Okay. So it's weird, it's like not as good Mario Paint for the NES. If you don't have a mouse, you're using the controller. Gotta use the select button. Go up here and switch between colors. It does actually have a see, got stamp tool, paintbrush. A working paint bucket, but it takes its sweet time in doing so. And you have choices of different palettes for the entire screen, including crazy palette animated ones. Oh, that's the eraser. Okay. And we have this weird animated stuff that can be put over the top of it. Does that adjust your cursor speed? So we've got a horizontal wraparound, but not vertical wraparound on the pencil. We've got a tool for doing straight lines. So what I'm actually kind of impressed with is that it's got a big enough chunk of character RAM that you can actually have this much of the screen that you can just paint like this. Arbitrary graphics. This would be neat to look at in the debugger just to see what the tile maps and everything looks like. Oh, a circle tool, it takes a while. So you place the center dot and then a second dot. I guess that might make sense from a mathematical standpoint, although I actually find myself preferring ellipse or circle tools that actually just work like rectangles where you specify the two corners. Like the two corners of the bounding rectangle. Actually, it doesn't look like this handles ellipses that are not aligned on the horizontal or vertical axis. See how they get ones that are short, or you get ones that are tall, but you can't get ones that are like diagonal. So it just gives you basic outlined ellipse or outlined rectangle, and this is up to you to switch to the paint bucket if you want to fill it in. What's kind of neat about that though, this actually, because you can see it, you can know exactly what flood fill algorithm it's even using. I'm gonna try drawing a really weird shape and see how it fills it in. So I'll have a little ping pong bit here that snakes up and down like that. I'll put in a little section here where it goes back and forth like this. Okay, and then I'll switch to this color. Actually, no, I should probably back out, back out. Actually, don't want that. I want that, yes. Back in this color. I actually want to close off the ends of this so it doesn't spill out into the entire drawing. Now, let's start from... Here's a good place. Huh. It actually stopped. It, like, gave up. Okay then. Does it handle this better? Yeah, so if your zigzags go left and right, you can figure out how to fill that in, but not if they go up and down. Probably done like that because the NES only has like 128 bytes of stack space. Because every time the algorithm needs to alternate its direction here, it needs to push one of the locations onto the stack so it remembers to go back to it and continue it in the opposite direction. That's particularly interesting, I guess, so. Well, I think that I will head out for the day. Yeah. So, next time I'll be back on. I will definitely be back on Saturday because I think that seems like a good, usual way to do it. But we'll see whether or not anybody else on the LTTPR server wants to do a multi-world or not, and I'll have random unscheduled stream to do that with them. So this one, that one. So thanks for watching, and if you happen to be watching one of the multiple videos because of this having to be stopped and restarted so much, then thank you for watching those. Later.